Hey y'all, I'm Missy. Welcome to the Crafty Cove. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. And if this is your first time here, welcome. Today I've got 3 super simple DIYs from Dollar Tree products. And this is a very special collaboration today with my friend Amanda over at 6 Kids and a Glue Gun and 5 more of her amazing YouTube friends. We're going to talk about that in just a little while because there's a very special reason for this video today. Also, I had a friend visit from out of town this past week and all of my DIYs were made specifically for her. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that later in the video also. So the first thing I'm going to do is I take this little hello sign that I got from the Dollar Tree, remove the sticker, and now we're going to remove the back. Of course, you know how it goes here at this crazy place. If I'm trying to do something, there are never the tools around that are needed. So I have to use my knife and my little clippers, but I do eventually get it off. If this is the way you have to do it, which hopefully it is not, please be careful, friends. So after we get that backing removed, we are going to take our Ivory Waverly chalk paint. I'm in love with this color and I use it a lot in this video today. And we are going to go through and paint all of this hello sign, frame and all, front, back, sides, all of it with that color of paint. And the reason we cannot spray paint if you are new here is because I am currently in a hotel and that is not allowed. So I have to do it the old-fashioned way. We're just going to go through and paint this up. But I'm not going to make y'all watch all that because it takes a little while. So after we get that finished, we're going to put that to the side and let that dry. Now we're going to take the backing of the little sign and we are going to use mineral chalk paint. We do 2 good coats on this. The brown kind of tries to show through a little bit and I'm not really worried about it, but I do want it to have a pretty thick coat. So we do 2 good coats and we dry between coats. Now y'all, I am obsessed with polka dots in this video. You can see up there in the upper right hand corner another project that I'm going to show you in just a little while. And there's a lot of polka dots in this. And that's all thanks to Shayna at Robinson Repurposing. If y'all haven't checked Shayna out, make sure you do. But she did a project a couple months back with some polka dots and I absolutely fell in love. You just take the back of the tip of your paintbrush, dip it in a little bit of paint. This is the Ivory Waverly chalk paint and just go to town. I mean, we just do all kinds of polka dots on this thing. So thank you, Shayna, for that. Y'all, again, if you haven't checked Shayna out, make sure you do. She is so amazing. So now we are going to get all of our polka dots done. And after that's finished, we are just going to run some hot glue all around the back of the frame of this hello sign. And we are just basically sticking this backing right back on there. Nothing hard, really simple. And the glue gun has done, or the hot glue has done an amazing job at holding this together. I've had no problems whatsoever. After we get that finished, we are taking some Truffle Waverly chalk paint and we're going to go through and lightly distress with a little stencil brush that I got from the Dollar Tree. After that, we're going to start working on a little bow here, y'all. I've found this simple bow. I don't remember exactly who I saw it from. This is the simplest bow I can make besides a little shoestring bow. So we just take a strip of this white and burlap striped ribbon that I got. I believe this was from Walmart. And I'm just going to fold it over on itself and glue it. Then I'm going to cut off another strip of that, fold it a different way. If you can see how I did that, I don't know exactly how to explain that to you all, and glue that on the back of the first ribbon. Then we're going to take some white yarn that I got also from the Dollar Tree, scrunch our little bow together there in the middle and just tie it off. We're going to put that yarn around it and tie a little knot on the back. Super simple bow. I love how these turn out. I'm just not a bow maker, y'all. And then because I forgot to dovetail the ends of the ribbon, I'm doing that right now. And then we are just going to glue this right in the upper left hand corner of our sign. And that is it. How stinking cute is this? And I am obsessed with the polka dots, and love how the stripes look with those polka dots. Okay, y'all, now let's get to why we are doing this video. This is a 7 Friends challenge that is hosted by Amanda at 6 Kids in the Glue Gun. And the whole reason for this challenge, Amanda's son Jay will turn 14 today. And she asked him what he wanted for his birthday. And he said the only thing that he wanted was for his mom to get 777 subscribers on her YouTube channel. Well, y'all, she not only did it, she surpassed it. Right now, as I'm filming, she is at 800 and some subscribers, but we're going to try to get her to 1,000. And that way we can help Jay celebrate his birthday. Again, happy birthday, Jay. I hope you've had an amazing day and that you continue to have an amazing week. Okay, y'all, DIY number 2. So now we're going to take, if you all have seen my videos before, you have seen me use these. I have bought these little shelves at a store in our hometown called the Mighty Dollar. But you can recreate this with other Dollar Tree products. But this was $1, so I decided to go ahead and use this. I'm taking some of that Ivory Waverly chalk paint, and I have watered it way down, and I'm just going over this with 2 good coats. I do the front and the sides, and of course the little shelf. I dry between coats with my heat gun, and the reason I do 2 good coats is because it's so watered down, that wood really sucks this up. And I didn't want a bold color, but I did want a little bit of a change from just the wood here. So we get all that finished, and then we're going to take some metallic paint by Folk Art, and we're just going to go through with our little stencil brush and do some light distressing. All this really does, it does bring out the wood grain, in my opinion. And you can use any color, you don't have to use the metallic, but I loved how this metallic looked. Next, I'm going to take this mason jar that I got from the Dollar Tree, and you can see that I have a ribbon tied around that, but I decided to change my mind on that. I wanted some polka dots, more polka dots, but I could not find my polka dotted ribbon that I know that I have somewhere in my craft stash. So I'm going to make my own. I just take some burlap ribbon from the Dollar Tree, a dowel rod, dip it in some ivory chalk paint, and put on my polka dots, y'all. I love how this turned out. So cute. I dry that really good with my heat gun, and then I'm going to cut off that buffalo check ribbon, which really was cute, but I wanted everything to kind of tie in together. Then I am going to take my polka dotted ribbon, and we are just going to wrap it all the way around our little mason jar here, and we're going to secure it with some more hot glue. This mason jar came with a little candle holder lid like thing, and I have lost the footage, but I do paint that white. It was black when I got it, but I do paint that, not white, ivory also. So I just kind of wanted to let you all know that. And now we're just going to make another one of those super simple bows. I'm just going to let you guys watch how I do this as I talk about the second reason for this video. I have a friend that I have been friends with since kindergarten. Her name is Tammy, and a couple of weeks ago she messaged me and said, "Hey, I'm coming to Virginia Beach for vacation. I would love to get together with you." And I was so excited. So we were able to get together actually 3 or 4 times while she was here. We had a blast. Our husbands met for the very first time and instantly took to each other, instantly became friends. And so on this day, making these videos, I decided all of these were going to be for Tammy. So at the end of the video, it will say final reveal, but instead of the final reveal, it will be pictures of Tammy opening her gifts and a couple of pictures of us together. So Tammy, I hope that you love your gifts, and I love you, sister. You are one of the sweetest women I have ever met in my life, and I am so thankful to God that our friendship has lasted so many years. But we're not going to say how many years, y'all, because that might make us sound a little old. So anyway, we get our bow made, and then we are going to stick it right on the front. Again, I just wanted excuse me, to let y'all watch and see how I did that bow as I kind of explained the second reason for the video. So We get that bow made. We are just going to glue it right there on the front of the jar. Just a little dab of hot glue. Then we're going to take some E6000 and some hot glue, and we're going to run it around the rim of the bottom of this jar. You can see there that little lid that I painted up white. It was black when I bought it, but I had to have it white, y'all. Or not white, ivory. I keep saying white. So anyway, we just use our E6000, our hot glue, and we get this thing secured to the shelf. And what I do is I just take one of the small battery operated tea light candles from the Dollar Tree and stick it right in there. That way she can unscrew the lid if she needs to and change out the battery. And this is what it turns out like. I absolutely love how this turned out. I put a little decal on it that says, "Let your light shine," Matthew 5:16. I love it. DIY number 3 and our final DIY for this collaboration. I'm taking one of these Wi-Fi password signs. It's like a tag from the Dollar Tree. I am ripping off the paper off the front, and then we go ahead and take off the chalkboard and just set that to the side. We're going to be using that in just a little while. I keep saying we, y'all, but it's me. I'm the one doing it. But I guess I'm saying we. I don't know. Y'all know how crazy I am. So anyway, I go ahead and cut off the hanger there, and we remove the sticker. I'm going to keep saying we because it just comes naturally, you guys. I don't know. And now we're going to take some more of that mineral Waverly chalk paint, and we're going to give this 2 good coats all along the front. And I do dry between coats again with my heat gun. After we do that, it just looks a little plain to me still. So I'm taking some of the Ivory Waverly chalk paint, and we are going to go all around the edges of this, just kind of outlining this. Again, I want to say thank you to Amanda for inviting me to join her in this. I love the reason behind this. And again, y'all, let's wish Jay happy birthday in the comments. I would love for him to see how many people watch and wanted to tell him happy birthday. Now we're going to make more polka dots. Can you imagine? We polka dot all over this thing. Again, I am so in love with this. I'm just obsessed with polka dots right now, y'all. I don't know if it's summertime. I don't know what the deal is, but I absolutely love how this turned out. So again, just polka dot to your heart's content. You can do as many or as little, as few as you want. It's your project. That's the great thing about crafting. Just because you see a YouTuber do it one way does not mean that you have to do it the exact same way that person does it. Make it your own. You know, if you didn't want to do polka dots, you could do something else or just leave it plain, however you want to do it. Now we're going to make a messy bow. I'm not great at these. I'm trying to be, but I'm not great at them. And of course, here we're going to go ahead and make some more polka dotted ribbon, just with the Dollar Tree burlap ribbon, some Ivory chalk paint by Waverly, and the end of a dowel rod. Just going to go through, put our little polka dots on there, dry them up with our heat gun, and use that ribbon in our messy bow. So for a messy bow, you just take your ribbons, whatever kind you want, whatever patterns, and you are just going to make an X formation. I should have went ahead and dovetailed these before I did it, but I did not. I apologize, y'all. My throat right now is just, And after we make our X formation, we're going to take some of the Dollar Tree yarn, and we are just going to tie that together. While I have just a second before we go on to the next step, I want to tell everyone that has prayed for me, thank you so much. For those who didn't know, I was going through a bout of anemia, and I still am, but I am so much better than I have been over the past couple of months. So if you said a prayer for me, I just want to say thank you. It has worked, and God is hearing, and I am so thankful for that, and for all of you. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Here we are going ahead and dovetailing, because we didn't think to do that in the first place. Now, I thought I lost footage. I did not lose footage. I just forgot to hit record. I did make a decal that says old friends, forever friends, stuck that right there on the tag, put the little chalkboard back on, and then I just glued a little mini clothespin from the Dollar Tree. Now I'm taking a picture of Tammy and I that we actually had taken the first night that we met here while she was here on vacation. I went and had it printed up, cut it down to size, and then just kind of do photo corners, I guess is what you call it, kind of catty cornered cut, I don't know. And we're going to take our messy bow and we're going to stick that right up there on the top where it will not cover our words, but it will cover the hole in the tag. And that's it, y'all. I absolutely love how this turned out. I did put a few Jenga blocks on the back just to make it stand up so she would not have to hang it. And here we are. This is our final reveal with my friend Tammy, opening off of all of her gifts, and then a couple pictures of us together on her vacation. Thank you, Tammy. I love you, sister. We are sisters for life. And thank you, Amanda, again, for giving me this opportunity. This has meant the world to me. Happy birthday, Jay. Thank you so much, friends, for watching, and until next time, y'all come back now. You hear?